Welcome, everyone. It is a beautiful morning. Oh, the sky is blue. Sky is blue. Today, let us speak on unconditional love. I tried to go light today because it is Friday and, something light and airy. Unconditional love. What is it? Well, the word to condition something means to mold and shape, right? You condition it. You do this, this will happen, right? It sounds like causation. But you see, love is one of those things. Disney came along and hijacked what love looks like, and now we think love is Prince Charming on a white horse. This is what we think love is. But as Alana Miles would say, she's a Canadian singer, love is what you want it to be, right? That's what she's saying. But if you look around, you will see exactly what unconditional love is. Unconditional love is this: see yourself in the best light possible so that you become what you see yourself to be. That's it. And it means that anybody can do it, which means that scripture now, it rains on the wicked as well as the righteous. There's no condition for the rain. The rain just simply falls. The law simply is. Whether you are good, bad, or indifferent, the law still works. This is what is so important to grasp. You cannot earn the rain. You don't have to earn the rain. You don't have to earn sunshine either. So why then do you think you need to earn love? Hmm? You see, because it is all about the perception of love. It's that lens you look through. If you're single or, your family's, you know, up for discussion, you feel unloved. You feel unwanted. You feel unappreciated. But remember yesterday, facts over feelings. But you know what, Angela? We're community beings. We're meant to be together. We're meant to. Yes, all of that is true. We are meant to have companionship. After all, procreation doesn't just happen with one of us. We need the male and the female to procreate. Hmm? But don't get it mixed up. Procreation isn't love. It certainly isn't unconditional love. We want companionship. Companionship, meaning somebody in your space, hmm? To help you with things. That's what we're looking for, sure. But unconditional love, if you look at it by way of what you see around you, as I said, the rain falls. You don't have to earn the rain. You don't have to rain on anybody's parade to say, oh, well, Angela, that sounds all nice and good, but I'm still single. Single does not mean unloved. Oh, really, Angela? Really? Yes. Single doesn't mean unloved. As I keep telling you, love is not companionship. Companionship is companionship. Love is just like the law is. You get your seasons, right? We get the seasons. We get springtime and fall. We get seed time. We get harvest, regardless of if I'm single or not. If we begin to see what love is and understand what it is, the ability to see yourself in the best possible light so you can become it. You can become, you can do whatever that thing is. If you say, I'm behind the 8 ball, the law says, here's how you get in front. But after you get in front, I'll show you how to make the 8 ball. That's unconditional love. Because you can be a jerk. You can be a jerk. You sure can. But if you apply the law, you're still a jerk, right? But you're applying the law. So that love from the law is not based on whether or not you deserve anything. Sometimes we catch ourselves saying, well, I deserve the best. Yes, but you are the best. You are the best. You don't deserve the best. If you are the best, you create the best. You see, deserving is a feeling. If you feel worthy, well, then you deserve it. If you feel unworthy, well, then maybe I don't deserve good things. We put conditions on things, do we not? To be on the honor roll at school, what is the condition? You got to get straight A's. You see, the law is the only thing that does not require you to jump through a hoop. It is unconditional. The law is unconditional. It just is. It exists. So that is what love is. But sometimes we, as I say, we want companionship. And we think that that is love. What is love? Right? We think it has to do with feelings. But in actuality, it just simply means whatever is happening, you don't have to earn it. Because you are, it is. Or it is, thus you are. So when you go about your day today and you lay in the sun or you walk in the shade of the trees or you hear the geese flying overhead or the crow, know that you are walking in unconditional love. That is, if you could just know that. Because I'll tell you now, Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, they go to the beach. They sunbathe. The clouds don't come over and go, oh, no, no, not for you. No sun for you. It doesn't say that. They get it regardless of if they're jerks or not. The key, however, is to change and not be a jerk. But if you want to remain a jerk, sure, you're not going to lose out. It just feels better on a cellular level to not be a jerk. I trust that this is making sense for you today because we tend to go through life seeking the validation. We tend to go through life seeking validation. Let me tell you, the redhead does not care for the sun very much. Oh no, the redhead does not appreciate the sun very much. No, they blister on contact because they're so fair. But does the sun say, oh, the redhead doesn't like me, so I won't shine today. It says no such thing. It shines regardless. You need to be regardless. Whether or not somebody likes you or appreciates you. Ooh, Angela, you are walking on very thin ice today. Don't come for me. Well, whether you are loved, right? Family. Whether you are appreciated, friends, your boss, it is irrelevant to who you can be. It is irrelevant to who you can become or what you can do. It holds you back if you sit there and say, well, I cannot because they do not. What now? You need to develop the attitude of the sun and the moon. They are regardless. They are regardless of who likes them and or who does not like them. I get it. I know what it feels like to long for appreciation, to long for acceptance. I know what that feels like. No, I'm not cold, but what I am saying to you is what's more important? You can create companionship. Why should you long for it when you can create it? This is why sometimes when we, this is why sometimes people can say, well, it was better when I didn't know the law. My life appeared to be better. That's what people say. To not know a thing does not make your life better. It makes one unaware. I keep saying perspective is everything. If you look back at when you didn't know the law, what were you doing? Stumbling around in the dark. But now that you know the law, you are the light. You don't even need to turn anything on. You shine. You don't need to struggle to find light. You just need to accept that you are the light. And again, that is regardless of if you're a jerk or not. It's just the simple knowing of that thing. But instead of knowing it, we keep looking for it as if it's lost, like a penny in the couch. It's not lost, it's right there. So today, when you go about your day, and somebody has the audacity to, you know, roll their eyes at you or try to snatch your soul, don't come for me today. You know how people can be. When you go about your day and that happens, when you see it, you're like, oh, they don't know who they are. Because if they knew who they were and what they were capable of, they would not act a fool. And that should put a smile on your face. You know why? Because as soon as you see that and you acknowledge it, you've just sent them the ability to awaken. Move on from there now. You do not allow someone to drag you down to the bowels of hell, because that's where they reside. Why? What does scripture say? You don't hide a lamp under a bush. If you are light, you have to do what light naturally does. Light shines. Light illuminates. Yes? That's what light does. That's what you are. That's what I am. But we darken ourselves when we stop and fret. Oh, nobody cares about me. As I said, I get it. I understand. I was alone a lot as a child, except for when I went to church. I was the only kid in the house because my grandparents were empty nesters by the time I came along. So I was the only one. No, you can't play with that kind of person. No, you can't play with that kind of person. You know how you are in the Caribbean, yes? "Oh, she's a fast girl. You don't want to play with her." Oh, why not? I'm intrigued. Tell me more. That's what you wanted to do. Nobody came to pick me up from school. I had to take the bus after my father left. I had to learn how to make friends real fast. So when I tell you I get it and I understand, I know what it feels like to lay in the hospital and not have family even, well, one. One. You love her, right? Just one. She'd call to check up on me and my baby. She'd call. But the rest, eh. So I know what it feels like. I understand what it is that we are looking for. But what I am trying to tell you today is you cannot look for what you are. It's like, oh my God, I can't see. But your glasses are on? Where are my glasses? They're on top of your head? Mm. You're looking for your keys, but you're holding them. That's what I'm talking about. That is unconditional love. You are it. The reason why we are it is because the law is. Because some people say, well, why is it that this kind of person always prospers and they're not even whatever? Because the law doesn't care. That's not its function. Its function is not to care. Its function is to keep order and elevate you. Because that's what happens. The longer we're here, the bigger the law gets. That's why scientists can tell you, oh, we've just discovered something else in the universe. Because it's always growing. It's like fertile soil, if you wish. It's like, I don't know, anything that brings the image to mind of growth and expansion. That's what the law is. You can't cut it off, but you can separate your mind from it. How? By your perspective, the way you look at it. It's like an optical illusion sometimes. You're looking, remember those paintings? Well, they weren't paintings, it was artwork. And you'd have to look at them till your eyes went blurry so you could see the picture on the inside. Now, is the picture there or is it not there? The only thing that had to change was your perspective to see the picture. That's all that had to change. Same here. Your perspective. Your perspective. Your perspective. What are you looking at? How are you looking at it? That's why Neville Goddard was as bold as he was to say the reason why we don't have what we want, or the reason why we're not who we say we want to be, is because we refuse to accept that you are it already. There's this bodybuilder, Stacy. What is her name? Oh God, I can't even remember her name, but she's adorable. I've never seen so many muscles on a girl in my life. But how did she get that way? Every day she's in the gym. Every day she's in the gym. I don't even know how many hours she's in the gym. But she works and she sculpts. She created the physique she has now. We get to do the same thing. We get to create our life experiences. That's what we do. But you have to know that that's what you're capable of doing. You see, in your, as Neville calls it, unwittingness, meaning you didn't know, back in the day when you didn't know the law, life was great. You know, you're blind, you don't know you're blind, you're just blind. So you don't know. You have nothing to compare it to. But the minute now you begin to see things differently and accept the law and apply the law, you begin to see, oh, I did that. Oh my God. And then what do we do? What do we do? We try and force, we try and figure it out. Whereas before, you were just living. You were living by law. You didn't know it, but you were living by law. Now, the same thing applies. You continue living just with the knowledge that, I'm living by law, am I? And that's the part that people struggle with the most. See, because the light comes on and we begin to see, oh no, I made mistakes. We all have erasers. Even ink has an eraser. So tell me that we can't learn from our mistakes. But we think mistakes are things to judge. Oh my God, I was so stupid. No, a mistake is, oh snap, I did that and I wanted this to happen. Okay, I know what to do. And you go back and you do what you should have done before. You don't judge. So this is why it is important to grasp unconditional love. And if you still don't know what unconditional love is, go outside in the sunshine or the rain. Joy and pain, right? Go out in the sunshine. It shines on the wealthy. It shines on the not so wealthy, right? You can plant a garden. It'll grow for you. Whether you are good, bad, or indifferent. That is unconditional. It doesn't care. There are no conditions upon sunshine. Thereby you have no conditions upon you either. Conditions were imposed. You know, I trust it makes sense. Let's take a moment to welcome everybody into the space this morning. Meep, I see you in Twitter. Hello, honey. I see you. Thank you for being here. Fanbase. Oh, we're up and running this morning on Fanbase. I thought that was easy. Rydell, my melanin, Miss McQueen, Zola. I see you all. Thank you for being here on such a lovely morning on Fanbase. YouTube, who's here? Who is here this morning? We have the Better Man. We've got Anot, Nancy, hello, Master Glam, Delicate Lace. I see you. K-Frame, I see you. Shea Butter, I see you. Two Ties Tidbits, I see you all. And for the others who have not made themselves known in the chat, that's all right, I see you too. Oh, Anot. Am I stepping on your toes? That's what she says in the comments. Delicate Lace, yes, love is beautiful and very powerful. It truly, truly is. And I know it's not what we want to hear for a Friday morning, but I just want to remind you, you are. You are. You are. You just need to accept it. You are. But sometimes we want to say things like, but I don't deserve. It has nothing to do with whether you are deserving or not. That is a condition. You are. This is the part that is hard for us because we judge. Oh, but Angela, you don't know the kind of person they are. You don't know what they've done. They're vile. They are. They are. You are. I am. Yeah, but how can they be so wicked and still deserve to live? They are. Here's the question, right? Remember, it is only the vibration that separates love and hate. So the wrong that I do, right? Who's to say it's more or less than the wrong that you do? Oh, yes, there are laws of the land. There are laws of the land that we live in, the judicial system. Things have varying degrees of punishment. They do. But because we set that parameter out, we didn't have a choice but to judge each other. Well, I'm more valuable than you. I contribute more than you. Therefore, I must be better than you. But the funny thing is, who does that hinder? The one saying it, the one seeing it. Well, I'm better than you. How come you got that promotion and I didn't? I work harder than you. Who does that create a stumbling block for? Not the person who got the promotion. You. Me. Unconditional love is just what it is, which means it'll rain or shine on everybody. Even the skunk. Oh, even the skunk. I don't know if you've ever smelt one, but even they come out in the moonlight. They're nocturnal. Oh, yes. Oh, you'll know it's there. You'll know it's there. But you see, even that stinky little critter, it still is without condition. So we love it anyway. From a distance, but we love it anyway. And they're so cute too. You just, the cutest little noses, but you just can't get close to them. And it has no friends. Pepe Le Pew, huh? They have no friends. Nobody wants to be around them. Right? But that doesn't mean they don't get to bathe in the moonlight. They get to do it, regardless of how bad they smell. So it doesn't, this is the importance of unconditional love to be comprehended. You don't have to deserve unconditional love because you are it. And that's why the law is the way it is. It will always cause you to elevate yourself. It just does. It makes you want to aim higher. It makes you want to be more because it is called expansion. It is called growth. It is called creation. And it makes you want to elevate yourself. It really does. So follow that inclination and recognize that unconditional love is you. And it is nothing that is earned. It is. That's all I'm going to tell you today. I'll let you ponder it the way I have to ponder it. I'm like, really? I am unconditional love? Yes, you are. But uh, I don't believe that. Is the law to be believed? Or is the law to be known? The law is to be known. You see it. You see it. You see it so much you don't see it. Then you must know that you are. Not you deserve, you are. So when you go about your day today, walk like you are. Don't walk like you deserve. Walk like you are. Deserving has a condition. You've got to be good enough. I know there's a scripture that talks about unmerited favor, and that's what grace is. Unmerited favor. Unmerited, meaning, by your own merit, by your own value. So they're telling you in the scripture, you get grace. Either way you look at it, you get grace. It is unmerited favor, meaning you can't do anything to gain that favor. You can't be deserving enough. That's why we say things like, oh, you can't please everybody. Because you cannot. Because what pleases George may anger Peter. Right? So if you spend some time to fully grasp that you are, you don't deserve, you are. Deserve, that comes from outside. Somebody's got to give you something. Somebody's got to validate you. But you are, you create it. You create. I create. And the funny thing is, if we walk around with, well, do I deserve that? Do I deserve a house on the hill? Yeah, but won't that make me seem pretentious in the eyes of everybody else? And what do? You stay in your mediocrity because you don't want to offend. Because you don't what? You don't deserve it? But they don't have it, so then why should I? And we hold ourselves back. We hold ourselves back. So today, don't hold yourself back anymore. Know that you are. You create. How do you know you create? Well, as within, so without. That's how you know you create. What are the laws? And then we'll go. The all is mind. The universe is a mental creation. As within, so without. As above, so below. Everything vibrates between two poles, a swing to and fro, creating a rhythm, an ebb and a flow, because every cause has its effect. Every effect its cause. A projection of the will, masculine, giving life, giving form, feminine. Those are the laws that govern all creation. Oh yes, that means you and me. We live by those. Whether we know it or not, we live by them. How do you know you live by them? Well, you eat when you're hungry. You drink when you're thirsty. You go to sleep when you're tired. That's rhythm, my friends. Ebb and flow. You go outside and you mow the lawn. Or somebody comes along and mows it for you. But you're in spring. Your eyes water from the pollen in the air. Spring. It is rhythm. Rhythm is gonna get you. It is law. You and I are governed by law. There's no escaping it. It is not your captor, you know. The law will free you. if you allow it to. Because it only knows freedom, it only creates freedom anyway. So take the time. Take the time to fully embrace you. The law is, and therefore you are. That's what it comes down to, the simplicity of it. And as I say, the example of unconditional love is this: the sun shines regardless of who is in it. Whether you are good, bad, or indifferent, the sun shines on all. It rains on all of us. That is unconditional. The sun is not scanning through the crowd, looking for the evil one so it can shroud its light. It doesn't do that. So if the sun does not do that, imitate the sun. You don't do that. And who are you doing it to? You. There's none but the self, right? None but the self to change. So allow yourself to bask in the glow of unconditional love. Unconditional love is, therefore you are. Countdown initiated. 5, 4, 3. You know where to find me to get the last remnants of gravy from the bowl. YouTube. That's where I'll end up. The link is in my bio to get to my YouTube channel. 2. Twitter. Meep, Jeff. C2. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen you in quite some time, darling. It is good to see you. Very good to see you. Thank you for being here on Twitter. Much love to you all, Twitter. I see you. I'll see you on Monday. Right? You can find me on YouTube, y'all. I'll see you there. 1. Twitter is closed. Fanbase, I see you. I see you. Paulie's, Mr. Kyred, is that how I say your name? My Melanin, Miss McQueen, and Zola, I see you. Thank you for being here on such a lovely Friday. And you know it's you. You are unconditional love. I'll see you on YouTube. Much love, fan base, much love. And thank you, Zola. Thank you. Fan base is closed. Hey, YouTube. It's us, y'alls. Oh, ties, tidbits. I'm just reading your note there. Aw. Unconditional love. Yes. Love don't cost a thing. I couldn't help myself. Good morning, Beauty Queen Onika. I see you. I see you. Yes, Anot, you tell them. You tell them to hit that like button. I love my moderators. You guys are awesome. So just to remind us, that unconditional love is you. It is. It truly, truly is. And we put so many conditions upon ourselves, don't we? Well, if I don't do this, I can't have that. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. We put conditions on ourselves. We put conditions on ourselves. And then we say, oh, alas and alack. Why does life treat me so unfairly? Not recognizing that we are the sculptors of our lives. Yes, it is always going to be you. And that's not a bad thing. That is a very, very good thing because it puts the control and the power squarely in your hands so that you can do what? Be the better man. That's why. So you can be. So you can be. Not do, but be. Those are two separate things. So you can be. I'm going to say it. To be or not to be? That is the question. I do believe that was Hamlet, Shakespeare. That's what the law does. It allows you to be fully you. It's just that we have personalities based upon, you know, who your mother is and who your father is and how you were raised. We have personalities. The personality is just what? Your person, your flesh. Mold it and shape it into what you now want it to be. That's all. I gotta get up and do the same thing, right? We are all doing this together, but as individuals. Different personalities. We're all doing it together. And it's not because we're doing it together, it doesn't mean we compare. Oh, well, she's doing it better than me or he's doing it better than me. That's not what it means. It means you go, girl. It means you got it in the bag, my brother. That's what it means. It means we cheer each other on. That's what it means. Not that, oh, well, this person had it worse or this person had it better. That is comparison. That is condition. But the unconditional love is knowing that if you look to the left, if you look to the right, you've got a brother, you've got a sister, you've got a company all around us. Cheer each other on. Cheer each other on. Because remember, we're no longer looking for the light because we are the light. Yes? So there. I will leave you with that because I want to finish recording this book today. I get so distracted sometimes. I'm like, ee! But know that I appreciate each and every single one of you. You show up every day because the law and you want it. That's why you show up. And you love the law. And you put in the work. But I don't want you to see it like work. You know, work. Backbreaking work. Nah. Work as in you're going to have a good time. That's the kind of work. Pleasurable work. Yes? There. That's what I'll tell you. You know where you can find me. You can hit up my Linktree. There's an email in there. And for Black, I don't know if you're here because I don't see you in the chat, but I did respond to your email. I went into my sent files and it's there. So I'm not sure why you don't have it. Oh, I get so annoyed with technology sometimes. I should be able to communicate with you telepathically. Just send you the message. Right? But I do love and appreciate each and every one of you. And I We'll see y'all soon. Yes? All right, y'all. Go forth and know. KNOW. Know that you are the light. You are the light. Unconditionally. Much love to you all, my beautiful friends. Much, much love to you all.